How to use Zapier with Notion. Hi there, today we will be learning about how to connect Zapier with Notion and your Google Calendar. So, what we can do here first is we need to open Notion and we need to open Zapier as well. So, what you need to do first here, you need to open your Notion account and just add a page. Basically, what you will be doing here is that we will be creating a calendar here on Notion so that we will be able to link this with our Google Calendar. So what we will do here is that once we have a page created, what we need to do is just click on at and then just type in calendar. And then what we need to do is click on plus the new calendar icon. And then we will be routed into this page where we will be creating, or we will have another page or a sub page with a calendar view. So you can also have it here. So if ever when you click on a new page and then it shows you or it does not show you the calendar view, you can simply just click on this option right here and then just click on calendar view, and then you will be able to have that specific sub page into the calendars. For example, like this one, I'll be making another page here, so I'll name it calendar sample for a sub page. Then when I click on it, this is how it will look like. So on add new, what we need to choose is calendar, the word below timeline. So here you just need to click on this tab here and then edit view, and then you have the option here to click on new database, and then it will automatically show you the calendar here for your Notion. So what we need to do once that's done, we go to Zapier. You can sign in with your Google account or you can simply join with your email. So you just need to click on create Zap, and then on trigger you need to click on Google Calendar here. So you will be needing to click on event or select an event so that you will be able to proceed with the next step. And then what you choose is new event and then click on continue. When you hit on new continue, when you hit on continue rather, you just need to sign in with your Google Calendar account. Make sure it is the same account that you have your updated events in your own account. So once you've signed in, what you can do here is you need to choose on what calendar where this is required. You just need to input the email address so that it will link all of your details on your Google Calendar. So here, once you click on continue, you just need to click on test trigger. And then just hit and continue. And then when you test trigger, make sure that it will go through. Since here we couldn't find an event, what I'll do here is that I will be skipping the testing trigger, or you can simply create a event on your Google account or Google Calendar so that it will have an updated record. So here let's try on birthdays and then click on continue. Test trigger. Here. We just need to make sure that the calendar that you are choosing is the right one so that you will be able to pass through the next step. It's important for us to have a test so that we will be able to identify whether it was successfully linked to your Google Calendar or not. So here, what I did here is I created a new event, and then when I click on my email, when I test the trigger, it has now allow me to went through. So up next here for the second step is to connect your Zapier to Notion, and then you need to choose an event. For Notion's event, what you will be choosing here is the name of the workspace. So here I have two workspace that I have. I'll be using the workspace that has the same email with my Google Calendar. So here, what you need to do is click go to settings and members and go to connections that you can see here on the left side panel of the screen. And then you need to go to my integrations. What you need to do is click on new integration, and then you'll be filling out the basic informations here, like the name. For example, since we will connect Notion to Zapier, you can name this Zapier. Then you can upload the image, and then here is the secret code. You can actually input this into your Zapier account once there's a pop-up that if ever it will not allow you to go through, you will need to input the secret code or secret key so that you will be able to connect it successfully. So here are a few connections. Then you look for Zapier. And then you can go to learn more, and then it will provide you the steps on how you'll be able to integrate Notion to Zapier. But what you can do here is just go back to Zapier, and then you will be able to successfully complete the Zap that we are creating to connect to our Google Calendar to Zapier. So here are a few details that you can look into for you to get more information. So I'll just delete this first integration that I created, and I will change it to, or I'll change the name to Zapier. So here you can actually add the associated workspace, and you can even upload the logo or the image Zapier so that you will be able to identify this easily. So once done, you can just click on submit, and then here you have already created a um, integration for Zapier. So what we can do here is to copy the code or the secret key here and then go back to Zapier. For the event that we will be choosing is that create database item, and then click on continue, and you'll need to sign in with your Notion account. And then you just need to select pages. So when you click on select pages, you will be choosing the page where the calendar belongs. Here, as you can see, the calendar sample belonged to Zapier to Notion. So we will click that as our event, and then we will be just clicking on allow, and then wait for it to load, and then continue. And then you'll be filling out these informations. So for example, what database it is. So what I mentioned earlier is that you will need to create a new event so that you will be able to proceed with creating or making the test for the Zap that we are creating here. So for the database here, you need to create a the calendar that we did earlier for the integrations. Sometimes it may take a while for it to load. You just need to refresh your Zapier so that it will load up. Right now, it does not show here on the search results, but it will definitely be showing here later on. You just need to wait a few minutes until it will be fully loaded. And make sure as well on your Notion account when you created the um, integration, make sure that you save the changes so that you will be able to go through. Here you can click as well a few links where if you are encountering any errors, you will be able to view these informations. So here you just need to click on Save Changes, and then you can go back to Zapier, and then you click on Database, and then just keep on refreshing. Or you can sign in with your Notion account once again, and then click on Database, and then by this time the calendar should show already. Or you also have the option to click on Custom for this. So you can try to reconnect here under the account tab, and then just click on Change. This will actually refresh the account that we signed in earlier. So we are able to update the data that we did from the Notion account. So here we go back to the Action tab, and then just type in calendar once again, and it will definitely show here later on. I'll just review the few details that I input earlier. It's actually the same information that I have, so we'll just need to make sure that I have the right one. So as you can see, when I loaded it up, the calendar sample that we created as a subpage on Zapier, or a Notion rather, is now seen here on Zapier. So we just need to fill out the other details. Now on the database, we have the subpage that we created on Notion. We just create a name as well. So for example, let's just say the name of the sample that we'll be creating here. So we can add tags, but those informations are optional. So you can try to click on test action, and then once successful, it will indicate as well that it will be fully updated. So here, as you can see, your Zap for Notion is now active. So you can take a look into your Zaps, and you will be able to see all your datas for your Zap here for Notion. So here are the informations or the things that is shown on your Google Calendar that we are now linked, or we have now linked into your Zapier or into your Notion account. And that's basically how you'll be able to use Zapier with Notion. And that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.